starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Do it again. You were muted.
Hello.
What's going on? Addicted to Blades, Brian, Aberdeen. What's happening? Rickard's in the house. Marco. How's everybody doing
We
this
are
evening?
24 hours early,
We're 23 hours
23.
early. 23 hours early.
There's important football to watch.
Yeah,
during stream tomorrow.
We may or may not do a live tomorrow. It's not fully decided yet, but we figured we'd go live tonight because we're hanging out at home and there's no children here. There's some bourbon that needs to be drinked. Fed Harrison's here. Dang Ross, what up?
You guys missed me last week, huh?
Yeah, and she wasn't here. Depends on the score at the time. I already know what the score is going to be, bud. I already know.
Winning.
Yeah, we're going to
not winning.
We're going to be winning. Iowa State won today, so that was.
You'll see that.
Yeah, won 20-19.
And Iowa fans were talking mad shit for weeks leading up to this.
Were they? Well, so that's perfect that they lost. That's good for them.
Like kind of bordering on a little too hardcore shit talk.
Memo's in the house. Memo, I'm going to be up in your neck of the woods next week, bud. We're going to have to get involved. So I'm going to finish a bottle here that's treated me quite well. The Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. There's a little bit left, so we're going to go ahead and
Lift Heavy's here with his Twisted Teas, so
perfect.
Everybody calm down.
Perfect. Twisted Tea and Blades here, Dad. Perfect. I love it. I'm
glad you guys are hopping in because I was concerned with how last minute this was on a Saturday night. But I'm glad to see you guys not having a life like us. I think we're all at an age where
I feel like
just want to be in our homes or chill settings.
I feel like that could be not a very good bong.
No, Matt, listen.
Did you see what Memo said here?
Mm-mm.
He says, "Cool. I'll alert the authorities." Oh, don't send the old Canadian Mounties, the Mounties after me. Yep. All right. So we're going to get involved. What did Matt say?
Matt said, "What the fart is this? This isn't Sunday." And BFV said, "Well, wait, this isn't Sunday. I'm confused." Yeah. So, I mean, football season has started. And we thought better to go ahead and do a live tonight because we didn't have a whole lot going on anyway. And just
the Double Oaked is done.
And the possibility that we don't want to go live tomorrow and want to watch football instead.
Yeah. So
I don't know if you know this, but we really like football.
My Lions are playing tomorrow night, and it is they're playing against the Rams, and
at 7:25.
Yeah, something like that. 7:25 P Central Time.
7:20, so 8:20.
Yeah,
where Adventure Man lives.
Gotcha. Yeah, and it's going to be a game against their old quarterback Matt Stafford, who I still like very much.
That's right, Marco. Schedules will be
but I'm
sacrificed.
But I'm ready to watch him lose yet again at Ford Field.
Oh, the Buckeyes are playing right now. Chris is a Buckeyes fan.
Okay, nice. Are they winning? I don't know who they're playing.
I don't know. They're the Lions, so don't get your hopes up. Did you not watch last season?
Who said that? The Baird has landed?
Yeah, the Baird has landed. Needs to. I'm not even a mega fan of them. They're not my team, but
hey,
they have changed their vibes. Dan has changed the vibes, and shit is moving on up.
Adventure Man says, have a lot of respect for Stafford and everything he did for Detroit as a city, not just the team. Yeah, I agree. Stafford was great. And
yeah, I was kind of sad to see him go.
Yeah, it's a bummer because I think Stafford would have flourished under the Dan Campbell time frame. What's going on there?
Yeah.
It just sucks that it didn't happen that way.
Yeah, just a little sooner.
But
oh, thank goodness Ian's here.
Perfect.
Life can go on.
Yeah. So,
hey, you like our new chairs?
I have one just like hers. You can't see mine. I'm too fat. But Stafford got a Super Bowl win. So, proud of him for that. But I'm sorry for him that he's going to have to lose tomorrow evening. It's just the way it is. You know what I mean?
Quit your bitching, Ian. There's no crying in this live stream. You can't hold him accountable for reading comments in any kind of decent order.
Yeah, the old double oaked is still good. Still good.
BFE bought a new shooty pew.
It's gone.
The wife even knew about it before I bought it. What kind of shooty pews you get? I've had my eye on a couple shooty pews at Fleet Farm, but
at Fleet Farm?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you wanted something way fancier than that. Thought you were going to that staccato life.
Let's be real. we're not going to put that kind of money in. I mean, like, if you want to, by all means, but I'm not demanding or expecting.
I could have got you one of those shooty pews, but you chose to spend that money on some old man running around. I feel like she's staring. Is she staring at me?
Don't talk shit on my dog.
Is she?
We have had enough dog trauma. Don't talk bad about him. He is my pride and joy. Speaking of dogs, look, I brought this in to show them.
You brought this in to show them?
We got a card from the vet. They did paw prints of her. Of Miss Mimi.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
That was really sweet of them.
They sent a card, and there's a bunch of these cards in there. They did little paw prints of our boxer Emma, which is just sad.
Yeah. Paxton actually has a tattoo of her paw print from a couple years ago at this point. And I had tried to get an imprint of her snoot, because I don't know if you guys have seen people doing those for tattoos. They're super freaking cute. But it was impossible to get a snoot on that girl. Because
her lips hit before like, her nose is too pushed in.
The physics wasn't working.
The physics.
I tried 3 times. It just didn't happen.
Marco says, are you sure that's not just the standard paw print?
No. Shut your mouth.
I'm pretty confident
that was her paw print for sure.
Yeah, because it's kind of messed up. Like, it's not.
Yeah. Our last vet did a plaster cast of the paw. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Chris says he's got 3 of those on the shelf.
Yeah. No, we're not switching to Saturday nights, and it's just.
Yeah, we're just to answer your first question. Yes, this is some double oaked Woodford. I finished off the bottle here this evening, and I got another bottle over here just in case. Don't know what's going to happen here. Don't know where this is going to go.
Mm-hmm. New sub. Hey, Rolf.
Hey, Rolf. What up?
Welcome.
The old double R.
I'll just go ahead and apologize in advance.
Well, thank you for subscribing, sir. Is anybody else live right now? I don't even know if anybody else is live.
Totally, Chris. Pups are family. 100.
Yeah.
100.
For sure.
Good thing I had Young Gravy to bring happiness.
Young Gravy
back into my morning grieving.
Yeah. Young Gravy's gone all country.
He's serving country.
Yeah. So how many people watched the new video that I put out? We got some new knives. I've got them all sitting here. There are, Brian said, I am dead. Ian says, I'm alive. G-Ball fixing to go live.
Okay.
Says Fed Harrison. Right on. So we got the old, the Rex 121. Someone put in my comments, and I haven't even responded to it. I just read it on my phone. I should probably respond to some comments. But I said in my video that this Rex 121 should be similar edge retention to Maximet. And that wasn't just a... this is a good looking knife, Adventure Man. Here it is right here. This is the one that was on the thumbnail pic. But the thing is, so I said that the edge retention should be very similar to the Maximet, and someone claimed, apparently Neves said that the Rex 121 would have far superior edge retention to the Maximet. I don't think that that's going to be the case. In all the testing, now I personally have not tested this, and I don't think really anybody else has yet either. Now, I could be wrong on that. Maybe somebody else has tested it for real. But in Catra testing and just the chemical composition of Rex 121, it's bitching. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not shit talking on it. I'm just saying Maximet's really fucking good too. That's all I'm saying.
Both can be comparable.
Both can be very good.
Just because one came out doesn't mean one's better than another.
Chris says he got a Sage 5 Rex 21 on the way, and it will be there on Tuesday.
Cool beans.
Nice.
Hey, Betty. Hey, Joseph.
No, I don't think Rex 121 is going to dethrone Maximet. And I don't think it's going to dethrone MagnaCut either, because I would venture to guess that no other manufacturer is going to do any Rex 121, not on production pieces. If they do, it's going to be very, very small batches. And I would question how good the heat treat on it is, but you know, I don't know. It's hard to say.
They're
but
ATW Adventure Man.
What is?
The scales, the orange scales on your Mannix.
On this Mannix right here?
Yeah. I bided them for him. Who's better, Billy Sims or Barry Sanders?
Barry Sanders, duh.
Doy.
Yeah.
Hello, gentle tips. What's up, Michael?
Michael Upchurch.
Does Spyderco do steels exclusive to them?
Yes. Yeah. Spy 27 is an exclusive Spyderco steel.
It's in the name.
Yeah, it's in the name. That is correct. So, yes. Like this one right here.
This one.
We have a Sage 5 lightweight in Spy 27 and a Sage 5 in Rex 121. Sage 5 is just a great model. It really is. It's kind of like a smaller version of the Mannix 2.
What's up, NFK?
So here is a Mannix 2 and a Sage 5. And you can see they are quite similar. Very similar blade shapes. They got a half choil, a little bit of a jimped thumb ramp. And so you can really think of the Sage 5 as a smaller version of the Mannix 2 with a compression lock instead of the ball cage. But, here's the difference in blade length. It's not very much, maybe 3/8 of an inch. So not a huge difference. Sage 5, awesome little knife. And we have CMEs that fit the Sage 5. Lightweight and standard Sage 5s.
We'll probably sell out, so you guys better hurry and buy them all.
You better hurry up and buy them all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think people are all jacked up on the Rex 121. It's undoubtedly it's a phenomenal blade steel and will have incredible edge retention, but it's going to be on par with Maximet. Sage 6 with ball bearing lock, lift heavy says that would be awesome. That would be a cool. It would, like I said, it would be a mini Mannix 2, which I'm sure a lot of people would enjoy. A lot of people like the mini knives. Ex Sailor, he says, Shaman all day. I understand what you're saying, but I'm kind of partial to, and I like the Shaman. I do.
Shamalama ding dong.
Like this one right here. This one, of course, rocking a CME on there. This is my Cutlery Shop exclusive Shaman XHP and orange. Just a sweet knife. But I gotta be honest, I think I like the Bodacious better than the Shaman. So I've been carrying this one a little bit. Again, we have a CME for the Bodacious. There it is right there. You can pick those up on the site right now if you have a Bodacious. But once this thing comes out in some good blade steels or better blade steels than S30V, it's going to be really sweet. It already is very sweet. And yeah, it's just a bitchin' knife. And like I said, I actually like it better than the Shaman. Very similar to the Shaman, but just some improvements. You know what I mean? I like the shape of the handle better. I like it doesn't need the half choil on the blade, so you get a little bit more cutting edge here, and all the way around, I think it's a wonderful knife.
Mimo says, love the Shaman, but have been reaching for the GB2 a lot more lately. Adventure Man says, never heard of Spyderco until I found your channel. Bought my Mannix 2 from your site, and now I understand the hype. They are knives for use, not looks.
That's right.
Thanks for buying.
The GB2, yeah, we greatly appreciate the patronage there, Adventure Man.
Zach says, what the heck? Saturday? No text? No booty pics?
No booty pics? No nothing?
Nothing. Weren't you talking to him when I got home?
No, I wasn't.
Oh. He has another friend, and you're not it.
Yeah. Brian, I think the you might want to go back and check that Catra again. I think you're thinking S125V on Laren's website, but I could be wrong.
Bodacious. That's
generally not, but could be. So getting up in the high 200s on Catra or close to 300 S125V is really the king there. And Maximet and Rex 121 are very close.
Actually, I just checked to ensure my statement was correct, Brian said.
Okay.
Howdy, everyone. At dinner made by Mrs. Zach. Ooh, what'd she make? Liver and onions? Maybe?
A Maximet Bodacious or Shaman. So Brian So you're saying that Laren is claiming that Catra testing on Rex 121 is 291 and Maximet is 210 at 68 HRC. But most of the Maximet stuff is up around 70, 71 HRC. So, you know,
Shane, you're lying. You're just stroking my ego. Shut your mouth. He said, "Thank God Molly is back. We can return to quality entertainment."
Yeah. So Michael says brittle is peanut brittle. You know, a lot of people claim that you know, those higher HRC steels they don't have the toughness of, you know, 3V and that kind of shit, which is true. There's no doubt about that. But in all the ass whooping that I've put on Maximet over the years, which has been vast, I've never broken a Maximet blade.
But
and I have
let me try it.
Well, you'll just fucking lose it. I mean, yeah, you know, you can disappear one.
I have many knives that have not gone missing.
You guys in spacesuits?
No. Just my jammies and a little jacket that I wore today when I was among the public.
I'm just wearing a hoodie.
Ask Justin why I watch these lives. I told him recently. Why does he watch these lives?
Because he's got nothing better to do. That's what he told me.
I bet he didn't.
Her head's swelling up, Shane.
It needs a little fucking help. It's tiny. Have you seen this little thing? Maybe it'll help me retain memory.
Oh, one of the guys I bought a Temu Manix 2, and the heat treat was so bad he bent the blade. Yeah, Adventure Man.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, you tell your buddy from work, go and visit our website. We actually just got in a brand new Manix 2 in 204p, which is pretty bitchin'.
Got some Manix XLs on the website.
Got
a variety, a whole host of things. All these baskets right here are full of knives on the website. Payday.
Yeah, it's payday, right? Yeah.
I mean, it was for us, but
it was for us.
Yeah, on Friday.
Oh, on Friday, yeah. Yeah.
Not everybody's on the same pay schedule.
Right. So, yeah. What else is good? What else has been crapping in? Stephen Clayton Jr. in the house.
Where's Stephen Clayton Sr.? Why isn't he in the house?
At your mom's house?
My mom's dead.
Well, maybe Stephen Clayton Sr. is paying a visit.
Ooh, beak.
You know? So,
I started to order some M390 to make some knives, but China has ruined its reputation.
Oh, okay. All right. I got you, Zach. I got you.
Do a poll about Nutter Butters.
Yeah, the other night, Zach and I were talking.
Have a little controversy over Nutter Butters.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
I got you.
Not a cookie I would grab for. I get paid by the job when I get out of the car if they don't drive off first. Yeah, Kathleen, we just, we want to keep you guys on your toes. Okay, it's bedtime now.
What's that?
It's bedtime now. I knew a stripper named Nutter Butters. Of course you did. Sorry, Molly and old dad, saving some cash for a new pew pew. Knife funds are temporarily on hold. Hey, we get it. We get it.
Oh yeah.
Pews are just as importante.
They're
They're homemade.
Shh.
Fuck out of here with all of it.
All right. I put a poll up there. Does it, if you're in the chat, does it prompt you if I put a poll in midstream like
it
this?
It just popped up.
It just popped up. Okay. We'll come back and check the poll results. This was a conversation that Zach and I had the other day.
It's coming in quick.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We had a good conversation about it. We'll see. I mean, there's an obvious correct answer here.
Yeah, it's been really nice here, Kathleen. Our highs have been like, I think today it was 70, and it's been getting pretty cool in the evening.
Yep.
The sun's been pretty intense, but like not in the shade. It's been kind of pretty cool.
So since we're done with we're completely out of double oaking.
I'm with you, Gabe. Snickerdoodles.
No more double wood. Now we're going for the Elijah Craig single barrel, private barrel.
What's up, Louie?
Let's see if this cork is any better. Oh yeah, that was a good one.
I like that one better. This is OG Beeve. It was a dumb conversation. Sounds like a dumb conversation. No pirate cookies? What are pirate cookies? Yeah, it must be a Canadian thing.
I don't even know what that is.
It came from a Canadian. So.
It did.
Tim Tams?
Yeah.
You want to talk about Tim Tams?
We talking Tim Tams? Now that's a whole different conversation if we're talking Tim Tams.
Right.
But
this isn't an international cookie pull.
It's not actually a Canadian cookie.
Oh. Don't get mad because you're Canadian.
Right. Two good whiskeys. Thank you, Brian.
Monster cookies are disgusting. Get the hell out of here, Matt.
What cookies?
Monster cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Nasty.
Thank you, Brian.
I don't want
these are two good whiskeys
in my cookie at all.
For just an off the shelf you can find anywhere. The Woodford double oaked. You got to get this little seal right here. Double oaked. Right there. That's good stuff.
She says, I've never seen two grown men talk about cookies for so long. When did this conversation take place?
A couple of days ago.
Oh.
We had a wonderful conversation about cookies.
Mrs. Presley's cookies? Fuck that bitch.
When I was watching Theo Vaughn the other day, and
have you used the Rex 121 yet?
I have not. I have not. I've only sharpness tested it. That's it. That's the only thing it's cut.
It was last night. Oh, so on the drive home, probably.
No, it wasn't last night.
That's what she says.
Was the last time? Oh, it was on the drive home. It was on the drive home. I was going to say what.
I wasn't present.
Yeah, it was. It was last night on the drive home.
Okay, I have to go to bed.
It's Saturday night. It's 8:30 p.m. and she has to go to bed.
Cookies are the shiz. Yeah, I like cookies. I like.
Ooh. All right, we're gonna let the poll run for just a little bit longer. Yeah.
Like ginger snap? Why ginger snap? There's so many other better options.
What? I just put I put a fourth option on there.
Should put fudge stripes.
Fudge stripe. Okay. Well, you know what I mean?
Or something.
I was gonna put Fig Newton, and then I thought better of it.
Oh, only the strawberry ones. Those are good.
Well, that would not be a Fig Newton. That'd be a strawberry Newton.
It's a strawberry Fig Newton. Because it says so on the package.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty confident that strawberries are not figs.
Fig is a brand, not a fruit.
Fig is a fruit.
I know.
Brian, let's see. He says, have not tried it yet. Do have the regular Woodford Reserve and Elijah Craig small batch. Yeah. The regular Woodford is good. I like it. But the double oak changes the game. The double oaked is just better.
Thin Mints. We're not talking Girl Scout cookies. We can do another poll about Girl Scout cookies. And tagalongs or peanut butter patties, as we call them here, would win.
For sure. And
Samoa's, get the fuck out of here.
Peanut butter patties.
Who are you, our son?
Peanut butter patties are by far and away the best Girl Scout cookie ever, hands down. Period.
Ever.
And we don't even need to have a poll for that because everybody just knows this.
Period.
Stamp it.
Edgy says, one time Kid Rock didn't sleep for 3 damn days. You're so stupid. Do you know how fucking stupid you are? When I dunk my cookies in milk, I always think of my ex-wife and hold
Kathleen
them under
Smith
until the bubbles stop.
At the risk, or rish, but I think she meant risk, of changing the subject, which small Spyderco salt do you think I should get for, I think, kayaking, probably? And my recommendation, didn't they do a Para 3 lightweight?
I think so.
Para 3 lightweight would be my call there. I'm pretty sure they did one in the salt series, Para 3 lightweight. Yeah, that's a good one.
Thin Mints.
That's a good one. Thin Mints are good.
They're good, but they're not peanut butter patties.
No, they're not peanut butter patties. Like, let's just be real.
You should do a homemade cookie poll too.
A homemade cookie poll. A homemade cookie poll is too subjective because
in your family, what's the best?
In my family?
I mean, like, that's what I would expect people to think of it as. But in your family, who's the best?
Look at her. Who's what?
Any what's your favorite cookie that I've ever made you?
My mom rocks the shit out of a Texas cake.
Oh, we're not talking about that. That's a delight.
I'm just saying, like, if we're gonna talk.
No, we're talking cookies, not cakes.
Cookies. My mom's chocolate chip cookies are good.
No, get the fuck out of here with those things. They're too brown sugary. Everybody just eats them up and says, "Oh, Nana, they're so good because it's Nana."
No, well, I grew up on them, so
they're fucking piss, absolute piss.
Yeah, Spy 27. Yeah, the thing is, like, these steels have gotten so good that, like, LC200N obviously is going to do great in the water conditions, but it doesn't hold an edge all that great, and H1 and H2 is, right? Zach says brown sugar cookies are good. All right, so let's end this poll.
If it was OG beef, actually.
So here is, so if we end the poll, and then it just disappears. Oh, here. Okay. Now it's up here in the chat. Hello?
Hold on.
Why is it not?
Shane said the best dessert I ever had was an 18-inch by 1/8 inch piece of coffee cake. Greedy bitch. He's the greedy bitch.
Yeah. Molly rocks the shit out of the coffee cake. It's good.
I rock the shit out of everything.
That can't come up on the screen. So
I don't know. I guess
I can't put it up on the screen in my deal. But so here's the score. Nutter Butters won, as they should, with 39%.
1/8 by 8.
Oreos were 34%. Chips Ahoy 24%, and Nobody Wants Ginger Snaps 2%.
I like Oreos, but let me tell you, this is going to be TMI. Are you ready? Or do you want me to just move past it?
I don't know. I mean,
they do something to my gut.
Oh yeah, TMI. Like nobody wants to hear that shit.
Yeah. I mean, I could explain it.
Yeah, we don't need to hear that
in great detail if you'd like.
Yeah, Nutter Butter's obviously the best store-bought cookie. Let's be honest.
No.
I
like chocolate wafer cookie.
Wait, OG's back in here. She doesn't like brown sugar cookies, and she's getting ready to cheer on her Beeves. Go Beeves.
Go Beeves.
Like, who are they playing now? They dropped out.
Where do they even belong?
There is no Pac-12 anymore. They don't have a conference. Are they playing the local high schools out in Oregon?
Bluetooth and sticky.
Oh, Chris says he likes his PM2 salt for waterborne activities. OG, you're gonna have to let me know. I don't know who the Beavs are playing this evening, but
I'll draw you a detailed picture of my guts and what happens when I eat Oreos, and I'll mail it to you, Shane. Sean.
you gotta draw a picture of bubble guts.
Well, it's not really so much bubble guts; it's what it ends up being.
Okay.
We have a gifted membership from this douchebag named Edgy American. I think he's making knives or something these days. I don't know. He's
Okay.
Fucking hillbilly douchebag. Betty, you're the wiener.
Betty's the wiener?
Think you're
let's see here. Let's do this. Ooh, ah. Oh yeah, that was perfect. Thank you very much, Shane, for the gifted membership. We greatly appreciate it.
Mimo, are you a dad?
What happened?
I'm asking Mimo if he's a dad. I've never asked him if he has children.
Oh.
But judging by the amount of dad jokes he throws out in the comments, my instinct says yes, but I don't know. He could just be aspiring to father status.
Ooh.
F off, she says. They are still the Pac-12. It is not dissolved. They're playing San Diego State.
Oh, okay. I thought the Pac-12 was done and over. Is San Diego a state? I didn't think it was.
No,
but
no.
It's West Coast rules. Anything goes.
Yeah, right. A state is what they deem it to be.
Right.
Okay?
Right. We can identify as whatever we want.
That's right. A state is a place in your mind, or a border to a territory in the United States, or...
Kathleen says that Matisfaction talks about Oreos with sour cream.
Mimo
says it tastes like cheesecake.
I've heard that.
And he is right.
I have heard that.
Okay. What are Wookiee cookies?
It's a joke. Read it.
I did. I was hoping he'd elaborate.
But, a Wookiee is Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I got the joke.
Then why were you wanting elaboration? Don't give him any more of a platform.
Did he hold up, what Groundhog says?
All right, he is a dad because he is a parent.
The casein, I think, in milk.
No, casein is in the peppers, isn't it?
Yeah, that's capsaicin.
Capsaicin, okay.
What he's talking about is the yeah, I can't remember what it's called. It sounds like that.
Mononucleotides. I don't know. Should I use MAP gas or is propane enough to lightning ano my scales?
I mean,
MAP gas would be better. Yeah.
It depends on what the scales are and how large and thick they are. MAP gas just burns hotter than propane, so I would say yes, MAP gas, but it just depends on what you do, you bro. Who's asking that question?
I don't know.
I didn't see that.
There's literally nothing out there, and they're barking.
Oh. Mimo says, when does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes apparent.
I read that. We're past that.
my
I told OG she can take a break. How kind of you, husband.
Mad Yoko. You can, yeah, I would recommend MAP gas. But yeah. Propane just burns cooler. Yep. I always just go with the yellow bottle. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to buy it, I think propane and MAP gas is like the same price when you go and buy the tall bottles.
Roughly.
Yeah, I think MAP gas
in this economy.
Yeah, right. I think map gas is like 400 or 500 degrees hotter, something like that. Maybe three to 500. I'd have to look it up again. I think propane burns around 1200, and map gas is like 16 or 17 ish.
Shane says, I found that nothing creates more heat than dollar bills.
Well, I mean, it depends on where you're putting them. You might relieve a little friction putting some bills in there.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So you could relieve heat.
Right. By shoving them betwixt them.
Yeah. By shoving them right in the old crevassier.
Crevassier. Oh.
Yeah.
That was an SNL throwback if I ever heard one.
Not to be confused with the crevassier, but the crevassier is a whole different deal. Oh, okay. So we're 750 hotter. So propane 1250 and map 2000. Okay. There you go. So it is worth, and like I said, I think they're around the same price. So you just get more bang for your buck out of the map gas. You know what I mean? Because depending on what you're gonna.
What are you giggling about?
Edgy. We better put that one up on the screen.
That's great. That would hurt.
Slow it down.
Bring it down.
Slow it down. Yeah. There you go. How was your marg?
It's good. It's
Okay.
going well.
All right.
It's going to put me to sleep, but that's fine.
Yeah, I would have had to look it up as well, Lefty. I knew it was hotter, but that's more than I expected. I thought it was around that, 400 or 500 degree range. But 750, more bang for your buck.
7:30.
Yeah. I couldn't even tell you the last time I've used propane in that way. You just roll with, map gas. And then if I really want to get the big guns, I just roll with acetylene.
That's right, Ginger.
Acetylene?
Hot tour on that thing, Nemo.
Acetylene with a little bit of oxygen changes the game.
Is that like the torches used in the...
It's just torch.
Oh, that I made my turkey with?
Yes. Yeah, it's acetylene torch.
Yeah, that should get done.
Yep.
That get shit done. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. With acetylene torch, you can just cut anything. Just cut it all. You know what I mean?
Cut your balls right off.
Yep.
Cauterize them in every step.
You could do that. I just heard about in 2022, somewhere in Florida, a guy, police reported to a ended 911 call. So like someone called 911, but then hung up. Mm-hmm. And so police went to it anyway to check it out. And it was this old dude. And he answers the door and he says, well, I could actually use your assistance. And he was performing a castration on a guy. He had a room set up like a medical room in his home, and he fucked it up. And this dude was bleeding out from said castration. I mean, he performed it. Dudes
couldn't get the bleeding to stop.
Couldn't get the bleeding to stop.
Didn't he have like soldering iron or something?
Right. This dude, and this was on the guy that had the castration done on him found this guy via a eunuch fetish website.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, what in the actual hell is going on here?
Dak Prescott's going to Seattle? Is that what you're saying?
What's happening?
Zach says
Dak is going to Seattle.
Dak is going to Seattle.
Okay. Are you saying Dak Prescott?
That's what I'm asking.
I'm asking it as well.
Live garbage can turkey this year? ?
I don't know.
I don't know. We can. I haven't even thought about.
We could do a live stream on a garbage can turkey.
Or maybe we'll.
I forgot I did that video. I did put out a video on a garbage can turkey.
Yeah, we could.
Hey, speaking
We
of,
can get a little one.
it's starting to get cooler out. I'm going to need to get some new bibs because I was going to wear bibs yesterday, and the freaking crotch is all blowed out in my bibs.
Just hang out with that wang out.
I went to put them on, and I could just see right through them, and I'm like, what in the hell?
It's been a minute since you got new. We just needed to take a trip down to Des Moines.
Yeah.
Because nowhere has them anymore.
I need new bibs. New bibs.
I could order them, I guess, but.
Yeah, but they'll inevitably be the wrong size, and then
right.
it's just be a mess. Yeah.
Hey, remind me, I need to talk to you about scheduling things around your work schedule. Because we got a call back from the place about your.
Okay.
Can you get them stitched up? Well, yeah, I can stitch them up, but they're like pretty worn down.
Yeah, I mean, they're old. I just need to throw them all away. Just need to get new bibs.
Carhartt Yukon Extremes are the best bibs.
Negative.
Yukon Extremes?
Yeah, no, I'd sweat my baguettes off in that.
That sounds too hot for you.
Yeah, way too hot for me.
Like, there's a time and a place for cold weather bibs, and he's got that. Yeah. And it's rare he puts them on.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's
negatives, and he's snow blowing or something.
Well, it's got to be negative temps with 20 plus mile an hour wind at negative temperatures. And I'm not talking wind chill factor. I'm talking actual temperature, like 10 below zero with 20 mile an hour winds.
Yeah.
Then I'm getting out the insulated bibs. But
he does that a lot, Nemo.
Best
negative.
Negative.
Makes me want to punch him sometimes.
Best. What do we got here? SN Trag says he climbs utility poles and minus 30-degree wind chills. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Like, you ain't telling me nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you think this is.
Bro, I get you those fucking permits to do so.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I worked on and built grain elevators and ethanol plants for years in all the weather. A couple hundred feet off the ground.
Jumper, coveralls, aprons.
Psh. So
thank you for the super chat, Zaddy.
Zaddy coming in hot with the super chat.
I don't like
Let's see what
any of it.
Stars. It's kind of like what do they call it? Flare fingers or finger?
Spirit fingers.
Spirit fingers. The stars. Thank you so much, Zaddy, for the super chat. The best bibs on the planet, bar none, hands down, and I've tried them all. And I'm not talking about insulated coveralls.
Right, we're talking.
I'm not talking coveralls.
Bibs for doing work.
Yeah, I'm talking jean material bibs for working. Yeah, man shit.
Cold weather stuff's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, whole different conversation. But
snow trog.
The best bibs are Key bibs. Key. Key.
What up, Kyle?
Best bibs.
Molly, I slid in your DMs.
Oh shit!
Shit! Thanks for the. I'm really. It's great. If everybody could just pay.
We got another super chat from Edgy American. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
we greatly appreciate it.
Do I need to? My DMs or
I would say that would be Instagram, would it not?
Yeah, my account or his account, but I've already confirmed it's not his account. It's my account. Oh, 2.
NFK says, I want to slide into that bunghole.
I'll watch the video later. But
About sliding in a bunghole?
No. About crevasses. Stripper crevasses.
Oh, crevathier?
Yeah.
We're talking about fancy crevasses.
Oh, don't share? I'm reading it out loud now, and I'm gonna show everybody. No, I'm kidding. We call them waders down south. Waders to us is the waterproof.
Yeah, those are waders.
Oh, were you guys talking about that?
Well, no, but I mean, I wasn't.
Okay, so $2. Molly, do not share. Thank you so much. Poop around it? I'm not pulling out, Molly. What? The fuck, NFK?
Mimo says, NFK here to spread cheer. And cheer, I mean butt cheek.
He's thirsty AF. Lower your sodium intake. I'm married.
Oh.
I'm too old for that kind of stuff.
Too old for that kind of stuff?
Yeah. I'm going to be abstinent for the rest of my life.
What, butt activities?
All of the sexual nature. I'm just going to be abstinent.
You're just going to be abstinent, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. So how many people...
Zach. He said I can't, but maybe I'll forward it to you.
How many people picked up the new exclusive from Benchmade yesterday?
Not me. Kyle said that's fine. Just to get enough on the road.
Thank you so much, Zachariah, for the super chat.
Are you sleeping around on me? Kyle said you're sleeping around on me.
Okay, well, we got to believe that. So
you're sleeping with Kyle, aren't you? I'm not going back to Instagram, so you guys will never know. But he dated a meth head hooker. I mean, stripper. Just slap her with it a few times. Fucking slap you.
You ain't slapping shit.
No, I was saying they'll slap NFK.
Oh. Got it. You'll have that sometimes.
To be fair, I'd sleep with Justin, Kyle says. Justin's the big spoon.
You know what's up.
He gets hot real fast, though. So
I do.
If you're
cold-blooded, then
it's 10
it'll probably work. but if you're hot, you know, it's just not going to happen.
No, two wrongs don't make a right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, what else is good? Hey, I don't think did we talk about I don't remember if I talked about it or not because you weren't here. When we went into the old back room at El Bait Shop.
Oh yeah.
So down in the Des Moines, we have this little bar called El Bait Shop, and they have like 250 or something beers on tap.
Walls and walls of beers.
Yeah. And Michael, the bar manager / one of the bartenders that was there that night, was very nice.
I'd like to call him the tap master.
The tap master. As we probably refer to NFK as the tap master as well. Tapping that ass.
That ass.
That ass. Anyway, the Michael, we're just sitting there, and this was my first time ever being in the joint, so it's not like we're regulars or anything.
And I'd been there once, and I think it was just to pick up a to-go order of food or something.
But old boy, I mean, it wasn't super busy in there that night. And just out of nowhere, he's like, "Do you want to see the keg room?"
Okay.
Sure. So he takes us in the back to show us where they keep all the kegs. And what do you call them? Sixth barrels or something?
Eighths.
No, they're
No,
sixes.
six.
Sixes.
Yeah.
Like a sixth of a barrel, I guess. So like a lot of their like less popular, they had half barrels there, you know, like full keg sizes. And then they had ponies.
Bye,
And then
Chris.
the small sixes or whatever they call them. Chris is out of here.
If Justin is old dad, is Molly old ma? I mean, that's not what we call me here, but
I mean,
that's fine. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what you call me.
Yeah, there you go. So BFE says 247 beers on tap. Is that what El Bait Shop has? Is that what it is?
No. He was talking about a local
Trino.
pizza beer place that it has pour your own, and you have an RFID wristband.
Oh, gotcha.
And you pay by the ounce at the end of the night.
Interesting. Huh.
Okay, Molly, I'm going to call you late for dinner then. Did you just call me fat? That's fine. I have a margarita.
The chat here is way
That's a you problem.
something. It's not updating.
No, it is.
There it goes.
It's just you scrolled back up to catch one.
Shh.
And then
Shh.
it doesn't like.
It doesn't like when you speak. Ree.
Come at me. Ian and Justin, come the fuck at me.
Hey.
I had it with you guys.
Hey, guys. Have you ever seen my Freyden Lock Mannix 2?
If it wasn't a knife
with
with a sharp edge, I would slap that bitch right out of your hand.
With a hollow ground 4V blade and marble carbon fiber.
Lady of the ranch.
Hey, guys. Have you seen my Freyden Lock Mannix 2? Look at it. Just look at it.
Thank you, Lefty. Are you trying to avert everyone's attention from me fucking blasting you in the side of the fucking head?
No, I'm showing how awesome this knife is.
Oh.
It's one of the coolest knives that's ever been made. I mean, let's be real. And this one's mine. So that's cool.
I'm happy for you. Tongue punch that fart box? Absolutely not.
Zach just says that Molly just listed that on the website.
Yeah, exactly.
She did not.
Exactly. For $5.
No, you did not. Nope. That isn't crapping.
Justin, you know what would make that way
cooler? In here?
A Thai CME. No, I think it's just a fuzz.
No, it was a bug.
Oh. Probably came out of your asshole.
A Thai CME?
Yeah, he's being a dickhead.
Oh. Okay. The hollow grind is sick. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Classic movie.
Yes, that is a wonderful movie. Right on. Well, what else? What else is good?
Oh, what do you guys want to talk about? You want to ask us questions or like?
You got stories?
I don't have any stories.
You got no stories?
Mm.
Okay.
Nothing anybody would want to hear.
Okay.
How much does a bottle of your polish cost? It depends. Are we talking a creme or a specialty polish or, specialty finish? Anywhere between. Well, I've got some
if any of
fucking
those
God.
if any of those bottles are more than $5, I may just impale myself now.
A lot of them are more than $5.
Or I may just impale her.
You might see murder live. Anyway, like I've got some
Ian says, guess it's only an hour tonight.
some that are only $1, and then but majority of them are like between 9 and 12.
$9 and $12 for fuck on the shelf over there?
For fuck hundreds of dollars for fuck? For piles of fuck just everywhere?
She's yelling. People that have no sane argument try to overcome their stupidity with screaming.
I'm really gonna
you know what I'm saying?
You're really cruising for just straight fucking murder. Ow!
Do you understand what I'm saying?
OPI is not $1. That is a salon brand. It is more like way over $1. Exactly. All these piles of fuck. Literally, there's boxes of just knife fuck that he hasn't touched, and it's just piled everywhere. I'm gonna throw it out on the fucking lawn. And I'm gonna go in the other office and just throw all the empty boxes. I'm gonna go in every closet in this house and just throw all the empty boxes out on the fucking lawn. I'm sick of empty boxes.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to grab each one of those bottles of nail polish back there, and I'm going to throw them really hard right at your face.
Why? They have something in them. They get used.
They will be thrown hard at your face.
Good thing I have a little head. Only about 3% will make it. Will make contact.
We do have too much knife fuck, Mimo. You guys should go to the website and buy some and get it out of here.
Oh, it's not just that.
Well, there's a lot of that.
There's a lot of that. That's organized in a nice organizational way. These are all new ones that I need to put on. I don't know what you're keeping and what you're not. But it's this other stuff. There's these boxes right here that are just willy-nilly. Some are empty. Some are not. Then there's like literal boxes just full of holsters, boxes, random knives. I don't know. Some pens.
Holsters, random knives, pens, boxes.
Yeah, and then we got other people's shit, and it's like,
yeah,
we're just gonna clean house and start over. I can't live this way.
Huh.
That's right, Kyle. Get your knife fuck at our website.
Edgy says, Molly don't care. Those polishes are already out of style.
That's not true.
Right.
But there will always be new ones coming out.
Exactly, Matt.
I don't know shit.
Lost strops and Sharpies.
There's Sharpies literally right fucking there.
It's because I put it there.
No, that is not true.
Shh.
And there's some over here too. Sharpies everywhere. Your strop? I don't know. Where the fuck do you leave it last? Not in here.
You put it. Yes.
Nope. And you shit.
Kyle's trying to get you to ship him my Freydenlock Mannix in exchange for a whole bunch of bottles of nail polish.
I'm good. I'm at the limit right now.
Thank
you though. Maybe
Zach
later.
says he just received some info about Holo Taco pricing.
Yeah.
I'm confident I don't even want to know.
12 to 14.
Do I have any bottles of R718 at my house? No. No, sir. I do have some 22 and some R410A.
May I see your frame lock Mannix? No, Mad. You may not.
Frame lock, man. It's not a frame lock. It's a Freyden lock Mannix 2.
It was a lock company's exclusive.
Yeah, Freyden Lock is a lock company out of Syracuse, New York. And it is marble carbon fibre, CPM 4V, hollow ground Mannix 2. R718 is water, Ian says. I shit you not. Okay. Right on. I mean, we have bottled water, but no R718.
800 gold star points at the Bucks. Oh, Starbucks. I have 800 gold stars. I don't even need your shit. I got my point game down.
Michael says show off. Well, Mad Yoko, the thing is that so all the Mannix 2s back in the day, the old ones, were all hollow ground like this. And the problem is with a full flat ground blade, the blade really isn't thick enough to do this hollow grind. So on this knife, the spine of the blade, it's the same thickness all the way down to that line, and then it's hollow ground. So it's more like a saber grind hollow.
Did you just call me dog shit, Kyle?
Apparently.
Careful. I have your address. And I have plenty of dog shit. In fact, I have dog diarrhea. Fresh off the presses.
Fresh off the presses. So on the Mannix 2, like this guy right here, the blade's just too thin because it's a full flat grind. So it's unfortunate. I wish they would go back and do some hollow grind Mannix 2s, but they haven't done it for quite some time.
I didn't call myself dog shit, did I? Maybe I did. Shit.
Ooh. Oh, lefty knife guy.
In an email.
If you wanted to polish a stonewash blade to a near mirror, what is the best way to go about doing it? I mean, sand it down to the finest sandpaper that you can get. You know, like if you wanted to polish an entire blade, I would sand it down to like 4,000 or 5,000 grit, something like that. So if it's a stonewash blade, you're gonna have to start at like probably 800 grit, somewhere in that area, and then start working up there in like 200 to 400 grit progressions all the way up to like 4,000 or 5,000, and then start polishing.
That's too many thousands.
Depending on the steel that you're talking about, if it's a softer steel, lower HRC, it won't be terribly bad to do that. If it's a really high HRC steel, you're going to be there a minute. So, yeah.
Does the Mannix,
lots of elbow grease.
Does the Mannix slice any better than a newer flat grind one, or is it just Kuo?
Well, I mean, hollow ground blades are always a fucking bug. There's a fucking bug in here.
I don't see it.
That bitch flew right here just a moment ago.
Right.
So with the Mannix 2, yes, it's going to slice better up until this point, right? So if it depends on what you're cutting. Hollow ground blades are always going to perform better than full flat grinds. Well, I mean, if the hollow grind is done well, and it's all about the thickness behind the edge and how thick the blade is where you start to go through, whatever material you're cutting. And so it's all about geometry, but generally speaking, a hollow ground blade will outperform a full flat grind blade. But hollow grinds are more difficult to do. So that's why most companies are just doing full flat grinds these days. Yep.
And that's on period.
Yep. So. Well, so, to answer your question, can I polish to a mirror with just compound? I mean, yes, you can, but compound is going to be like 6,000 grit to 10,000, 12,000, I don't know, depending on what compound you're using. And so it's just going to take forever to get all the scratches out of it. So that's why I'm saying
spend a year of your life.
Right. You could be there if you were just going to use compound. You could be there forever. Just because a stonewash blade feels nice and smooth, when it comes to polishing, you have a long ways to go to actually polish something. Most people underestimate what it takes to polish something, especially when it comes to metals. What is that noise out there? Somebody licking something?
Yeah, Walter's licking the door.
Oh, awesome.
He wants to be with me because he loves me the most. Wouldn't thinner blade stock accomplish the same thing as a hollow grind?
Well, so a couple of things. First off, thinner blade stock, in order for the hollow grind or for a thin flat ground blade, in order for it to be comparable to a
Hi, Ryan.
to a hollow ground blade, you would lose the strength of it. So you would have to start with much thinner blade stock. So like, for example, this Unumzon here has very, very wonderful blade geometry. And so this hollow grind on this blade, which you can't really see, but this is a really, really nice high hollow grind, which means, as the material's coming up the blade face, it gets pushed out and creates less friction against the sides of the blade. So like Shane's comment here about hollow grind struggle on thick, dense material like cheese, that's actually incorrect.
You're a liar, Shane.
And the reason it's incorrect is that the cheese, once you get this high on the blade, the cheese is only touching the cutting edge and this space up here. The cheese isn't as actually physically touching this side of the blade because it dips in the hollowed out area. And so it creates less friction as you cut down through that portion. Where if you have a full flat grind, you're constantly getting the friction of that material pushing out. Now,
what? Get your cheese science right, Shane.
Yeah.
If there's one thing we know in this house, it's cheese.
it's cheese and hollow grinds. Cheese knives generally have pockets cut out in them or holes cut all the way through them. Because it limits the amount of friction on the side of the blade, because there's areas, and companies have found out that just reducing the surface area of the flat grind will help. But a true, nice, deep hollow grind will help also. But that's neither here nor there. Hollow grinds are just higher performing in most applications. But knife companies have convinced people that full flat grinds are better in some way, shapes, or form, mainly just because they're easier and more repeatable for manufacturing purposes.
Ryan?
And so it's easier for them to manufacture and they have less waste.
I did ask him and I forgot to reply. No, we have no liners, just liners available.
Well, Edgy, I don't know. I don't know what knife you're dealing with, but I can assure you. So here, hold on. I'm gonna go. Let me go grab something here. Oop.
Take your mic. Take them on a journey.
Well, I don't want it to disconnect.
Oh.
You can show them your nails. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey, why are you lifting the door?
Because he loves me. Hi. You guys gonna help me beat the shit out of him? There's my nails. The little. Oh. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Not great. Not very happy. I like the colors, but I'm not very happy with my nails I put on. I know, Zach. So yeah, let me talk about the Slick'em-all stitch. Some of the things required, well, the main ingredient required is on backstock, and there is no estimation of when it will be back in stock, but I've already got it ordered. It's just a matter of when it gets back in stock and gets shipped to us, and then we'll be able to make it. So it is what it is. I ordered the stuff weeks ago. It's going to be more weeks till we get it. I don't. Oh, it's too late. I can't.
Are you talking trash? Is that why you stopped speaking?
No, I was reading comments. Kyle, I'm going to need you to F right off.
Move, bitch.
They are painted
Get out
well.
the way.
I'm just not happy with the fake nails.
You're just not happy with.
I am on one hand, but not the other hand.
Okay. All right. Oh, hold up. I got to put my mic back on.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. So,
Happy
does
knives
this actually
lurking.
say? I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. So this is, I'm trying to see if it's in focus. There you go. Oh, it doesn't actually say. But this is a specific purpose-built cheese knife. And as you can see, the actual bottom portion, the saber grind, is hollow ground. So from this line down, it is a shallow hollow grind. And then there's these windows cut in there to limit the amount of friction that the cheese has on the side of the steel. So, and you can see that the edge, the top here isn't sharpened. And it's also serrated, because serrations will limit the friction of the knife going through the cheese. Know what I mean? So when cutting something like cheese that is dense and sticky, it wants to stick to the sides of the blade. Hollow grinds are preferred. Serrations are also preferred, because serrations will allow the cheese to, there's not as much surface area for the cheese to get stuck on. So science of cheese knives. Hollow grind plus windows. Some cheese knives will have like scallops cut out of them. It's all in an attempt to limit the amount of surface area on the blade itself, so the cheese doesn't get stuck to the blade.
Is it possible to get some liners from Spyderco somehow? I lost them or ruined them or etc. Ask when he's done talking about the knife for me.
How
does it work spreading butter? terribly.
Well, I mean, it would be fine out in this area. I mean, you know, you could just fill it up, butter for later in the holes.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I
But
just buy my cheese pre-shredded like a civilized human. We got that fancy shit too.
we got that bougie plastic wrap cheese.
Sometimes we get a big old block of Tillamook from Sam's, and you gotta cut that bitch. That's on bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, liners.
Well, so the liners, the question there would be, for what knife, and how did you ruin a liner?
A Mannix 2.
Okay, so the answer to your question is you're wanting to turn a lightweight into a full-fledged Mannix. And
so what you're saying is
you want to take a Mannix 2 lightweight and buy some aftermarket scales, but you need the liners. So
sounds like it. That would be my guess.
That would be my guess. What I'm going to tell you is you're probably not going to get them to ship you just a set of liners. Spyderco is really difficult to deal with in situations like that. They will not just sell you. Was it Ryan MS?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he says yes.
Yeah. We know what you want.
Yeah, my best recommendation that I can give to you is buy a cheap beat up Mannix 2 off eBay or something. Buy a used one that's beat to hell and just get all the parts off of it.
Buy TSA bags and maybe you'll get lucky.
Probably not, but you'd be better off just to go to eBay and just buy a beat up piece of shit Mannix. You could send a knife in for them to repair, but they're not going to send you extra parts and stuff. So, yeah.
I still want Justin to make me a V-range blade for the Mannix. Bitch, he ain't got no time.
Yeah.
You call him, I'm out. I'm not facilitating any more of this stuff.
Mimo's typing Canadian now. I'm sorry, eh?
Can you translate that?
I'm sorry, eh?
I don't understand what that says. Oh, he said, okay, I did off the swap. How can I get them coated black like OEM?
Oh, you're just wanting to take regular liners and coat them?
Well, it sounds like he's got some. So he just wants to coat them.
Well, I mean, you could have them coated. But for what that would cost, I think you're better off just to buy a Mannix 2 that has coated liners. So.
Or what coating is it?
Generally DLC or diamond light coating.
I facilitate all the things. Shane. He's got a polished set, but wants them black. Spray paint them.
Spray paint won't. I mean,
I know.
Depending on what scales you have.
He said, yeah, you're probably right.
The edges of them.
Yeah, Kyle said Krylon is $7.
Yeah. I mean, you could, for what it would take to Cerakote them, like, it just, I don't know that it's worth it. Like, you'd be better off just to buy, hopefully you could find a used Mannix 2 that has coated liners, that's beat up, because the liners probably will be just fine. But, yeah.
Rust-Oleum high heat, Zach says.
Yeah,
I think our child's home.
Maybe if you're going to do that, you'd want to bead blast the liners first to rough them up a little bit to
give it something to grab.
Give it something to grab. So yeah, I just don't. I mean, you could do it, but I would just be afraid because, like, where the jimping on the liners sticks up around the Mannix 2, I would be afraid that the paint would just chip off or wear off.
I bet it would wear after
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. So, like, Cerakote would hold up really well. But I mean, that's a whole process, and you'd probably end up spending more money to do that than just trying to find a knife.
I concur.
You concur?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good.
I'm an expert on the matter.
You're an expert on the matter. Wow.
On paints and coatings.
Paints and coatings. What's the small barking dog? It's a little shit dog.
You want to see him?
His name's Mimo.
Yeah, his name's Mo, and we call him Mimo. I call him Emo Mimo, in fact.
Yeah. Are you bringing Mo in here?
Yeah, come here, Mo. Momo. Mosef. All of the dogs have many names. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Get up there. Hi, everybody. I am Mimo, and I am Little Beach.
This is the little barking shit right here.
And Stinky and Poopy and Baby.
And like to bark a lot.
And then Baby.
Rant.
He's like, oh my God, Dad's touching me.
Rant.
Justin doesn't ever pet or touch this dog.
That's not true. I do.
Rarely.
Sometimes he runs over to me all the time, desperately wanting me to pet him.
He
and
looks at him like, what?
Sometimes I just put a finger on him, and he'll just sit there. He'll just sit there.
This is heaven. He's touching me, everyone.
Yeah.
Yep. He's a little fatty.
Little shit dog.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's all right.
Aside from the barking, which has calmed down since Emma's not here anymore. I will say, get your fucking tongue off me.
Yeah, and then you kiss him.
Yeah. Well, if you give him a kiss, he has to give you a kiss back. Stop it. It's pretty cute.
What are you doing, dickhead? Get your tongue off me.
Kiss him. Lick him.
There you go.
You want to go back out and get your girl? Get down. There you go. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, there you go.
Goodbye. Hey, Poopy. Go-bye.
So BFE put some prices up for doing some coatings. Knife blade, scales, handles. Hashtag DSKFS. Look at this. Look at this guy.
Boy. Why are you doing that? You ain't got to do that, boy. But thank you.
Ooh. Ah.
That's exactly what I thought Nemo would look like, Kyle says. Yeah. It's his spirit animal.
We got a $20 super chat from the one and only Zach Stuff. Thank you so much, Zachariah.
Mad Yoko likes Mo.
Okay.
Have we ever talked about what his name is? Real? Like, for real?
No.
Are we going to do that or no?
Nah.
Okay.
It's Mohada. I'll leave it up to you guys.
Go ahead and Google that on your own time. Can I just acid etch titanium and it darkens it like steel? A question mark?
No.
I wanted.
No, acid etched on steel. Etching titanium doesn't change the color of the tie like ferrous metals.
What kind of dog do you have, Kyle? He said my dog is laying on my lap upside down with all four paws in the air and started growling at your fireworks.
So yeah, you cannot acid etch titanium. Titanium. I mean, you can, but it doesn't change the color like it does with ferrous metals.
I got some titanium studs earrings.
Oh yeah.
The other day at the mall.
Okay.
And, them in my ear bowls. A 70-pound pity. Of course, it's a pity. Upside down in your lap.
Perfect.
So many.
What?
Like a dummy. I just pulled up the ARL's website.
Oh.
And there's no puppies really, but God, there are some gorgeously cute little pits. And I love the gray or blue, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
With like a little white chest and a little square head. Oh, we do so well. There was a couple of them, and they were really cute.
I watched a video of a guy doing what looked like a color change to black, like with ferrous metal, but the guy seemed like he was hiding how he did it.
A lot of people like
he then stonewash like one would with a blade and ferric chloride.
Can you anodize steel to turn black? No.
Well, you're not anodizing steel,
right?
But
you
can turn titanium black, which I have a video on how to do it.
I was going to do it to Malcolm.
Yeah, it's already done.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so I mean, you can turn titanium black, but it's not anodizing or acid etching.
But you can't turn ferrous steels black?
You can with, you can make them a lot darker with etching with ferric chloride. Mm-hmm. And then I think what Mad Yoko was talking about was acid etching a blade and then stone washing. Mm-hmm. So it'd be an acid washed blade, if you will. But you're not doing that with titanium.
I agree.
Not like that. You could turn titanium black, but the process is completely different. And then you could stone wash it. I mean, that's something that you could do, but you're not acid etching it.
He did it to tie scales.
Okay, well, he didn't acid etch the titanium. Not to turn it black. Yes, BFE, you are correct. You cannot ano ferrous metals.
Asking questions is a sign of intelligence.
Yeah. I mean, you can black Cerakote steel for sure. You can Cerakote any metal. But this guy did it to tie scales. Yeah, well, he didn't acid etch them. I mean, you could acid etch tie and it would be very marginal. I mean, depending on the finish that was on the tie. Like if it was polished and then you acid etched it, it would appear much darker, but it doesn't turn the titanium black or anything like that. All it does is eats away at the surface finish, making it porous, which could make it look like more of a matte, darker finish, slightly, but it's not going to be like the stark difference between an acid etched blade versus not. My Para 3, I don't know if I don't have any acid etch blades in here. But
who's going to watch her video? Eddie says, just picked up a Spyderco Manix 2 that was, I think, a special edition for DLT trading with purple G10 scales and CPM Crewwear. How do you rate that steel?
Crewwear is a great steel. Yeah, and the DLT exclusive, the purple and Crewwear, that's an awesome knife for sure. And I like Crewwear. It's great. Wonderful steel.
Maybe your daughter's not home.
I don't think she is. Not going to be solid black. Yeah, I mean, you can make, like I said, you can make titanium black. I put a video out on how to do it, and showed how it's done. But the process is totally different from dealing with steel, and it's not anodizing. So go check out the video. But the there's all sorts of different things that you can do. And I mean, I haven't done everything under the sun, but I kind of know what the limitations of these materials are. And it's, yeah, I mean, you know, depending on what you want to get, there's lots of different ways to do things, but yeah.
But yeah.
I don't think I have. I don't know where's my max? Is my Maximat Para 3 in here? I don't think it is.
I don't know. Check the boxes and
Ooh.
boxes of shit.
You shut your mouth. It might be in here, actually. Boom.
Boom, shakalaka laka, boom.
So here's.
Ordering your tritium ball page tomorrow.
This is.
You please do. Love
This
that,
is an acid stone washed Maximat blade that is very old and very worn, and it needs to be acid washed again, because you can see it's actually picking up a little bit of patina, but compared to, you know, so this is an unfinished blade and this is an acid washed blade.
M4 blades are headed to heat treat. Good for you, Shane.
Nice.
Hell yeah, bitch. It's like seasoning cast iron.
What is?
I don't know.
Okay.
Acid etching? No.
Oh, you're talking about making titanium black?
Mm.
Similar. Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Yep.
You got to get it way hotter though.
Mm-hmm. Anyone dealt with Hogue customer service lately? Pretty disappointed.
I have not. I haven't dealt with Hogue customer service in ages.
Putting my Stormtrooper into G10 and I got a black backspacer that's needed. All I need is the liners and the black lanyard tube.
For what?
For a Stormtrooper.
What Stormtrooper? What?
The Spyderco.
I'm turning.
I'm guessing.
Okay.
All I need is the liners and the black lanyard tube. I was just hoping to find OEM parts so all shades would match.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the Mannix.
Yeah. Okay. So.
No, we don't have Ultim scales for the Mannix too.
He bought the GP Rex 45 Mannix 2 lightweight and wants to put white G10 scales on it. Got it.
I'm guessing.
I
don't know his business.
Yeah. So he needs the liners and the lanyard tube. Yes. Yeah. Well, you know, there's lots of different Mannix 2s that came with coated liners and lanyard tube. So
there's some options out there.
There are options out there for sure that are black. Now I don't know that the finish that's on the backspacer and the blade is going to match the liners. I mean, it's going to be really close. This was the Rex 45 GP Knives exclusive lightweight, but this has AWT scales on it now. But you know, the backspacer is shinier than the blade. You know what I mean?
Are there any that are readily available now that come black? I don't know. If there's a model you can think of, we could look on.
Yeah, we have. Send us an email, Ryan. I might have something for you, or can get it. Send us an email, info@ocdforedc.com, and we'll look and see what we can get that would be cost effective and get you the liners that you're looking for. I can't remember off the top of my head if any of the Mannix 2s that have come out super recently have got coated liners, but I may have something for you. I'll have to look through some parts and stuff.
Lame, Kyle. Lame. Just like your fucking face. He said, "Will do. Thank you. You can keep everything with the line."
Yeah, I get
Thanks
it.
for the guest.
I get it. I know what you're wanting to do. I get it. Yeah. I need to finish those Mannix 2 scales. I know I do. But
I need to finish this marriage too. Hey, did you guys know we've had 20 years married?
Married?
We've been married 20 years. I wasn't in the last stream where we would have talked about that.
I talked about it. That was all I talked about all night.
Don't lie.
Was our glorious 2-decade-long marriage. We're 1 year away from our marriage license buying beer.
Is blackening the titanium going to change any dimensions or mess up how stuff fits together?
Nope. No, sir. Thank you, Jason Price and Eddie.
No. Thank you.
Thank you, Zachary, of our 20 years.
Mimo. Okay, give me your wife's phone number. I need to have a talk with her.
Unlike most Canadians, Mimo has a good sense of humor.
Yeah. Nice to see.
It is good to see. I like it. I shouldn't say most Canadians. I've met some funny Canadians. Did you see what Adventure Man says?
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir, Mad Yoko. No worries.
Fuck you, Kyle. I'm not always this sassy.
You're not?
Bring it out in me. Most of the time, I prefer not even to speak.
Shit.
If I were married to Molly for 20 years, I'd buy her a life insurance policy.
Rolf says 24 years and still in love.
Hell yeah. Are you still in love with me?
Yep.
I'm still in love with you too.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Re-up for another year. We'll see how it goes.
Sign the contract.
He says, just kidding. She hates me. That's how you know it's real, right? Rolf. It's
a love-hate thing.
Yeah. Yep.
You love someone so much, you just kind of want to fucking choke them.
Well, we should probably... It turned into a lease. Hell yeah. Well, should we end this off? It's Saturday night. Other people are live.
I have to go to bed.
You have to go to bed? Yeah. Okay.
Or at least get some nasal spray.
At least get some nasal spray.
Getting backed up.
Okay. Email sent. Perfect. We will see it, Ryan, and we'll get back to you. Let you know what we can find. Like I said, I'll look through some parts. I might have something. We'll see. I'm not promising on that because I just don't know what all I have. But I'm sure we can find something.
Maybe somehow.
Yeah, one way or another. We got skills when it comes to this kind of thing.
We try our best anyway.
All right. Well, is there anything else you want to say or do or look at, or
I'm
is there
really happy that you guys got to see me again after a week off?
Is there a particular knife you would like to check out or see something?
Me or them?
You.
No, I don't give a shit about knives.
You don't?
Not really.
Are you sure?
What the fuck?
You said you didn't give a shit about knives.
I give a shit about the sound that one makes. That's gonna be. You know what? Hey y'all, gravity knife for sale.
Need Ultim for Manix 2, please.
No.
Ultim scales.
We don't deal in Ultim.
Yeah, the thing is, Edgy says, "Good night, guys. I'm delirious." Good night, sir. The thing is with
stories from the I didn't talk about the concert.
With the Ultim, it's really spendy, man. Just to buy the material. It is. I like Ultim.
I hate it.
But to buy it in the thicknesses I would need to buy it, I haven't found a really good outlet for getting it, and so yeah, it's really nice to machine. It's great to work with, but it's expensive. So Kyle says nobody needs piss plastic.
Right. Thank you. One thing Kyle and I agree on.
I don't mind the way it looks. Why don't you like the way it looks?
Because it's fucking ugly.
Psh.
I don't like yellow to start with.
Okay. Ryan says it's so ugly though.
Right. See? I'm not alone.
I like the material and it's crazy thermal resistant.
I don't care. It's ugly.
Okay. It's just how its mama made it. Don't hate. Don't hate on it. Don't hate on it.
Oh, I'll hate on whatever I choose. Doesn't it crack easy?
It does not. It's incredibly durable. Very, very strong.
I didn't get far enough to ask because it's ugly. And that's all that matters.
One of these days, I'll have to actually release these.
One of these days.
These are Manix 2 lightweight scales that were made by yours truly with a little hexagonal.
Do a test. Drop it from 5 feet. The old.
Well, I mean, they're tough, dude. Like Ultim's really tough. So
Kyle says, yeah, I care about thermal properties because I'm setting my knives on fire often.
Well, the material itself is very, very nice and it's super durable. Super durable. So I know that you may think that it's not very durable because of the way it looks, or that it's like slightly translucent or whatever. Translucent. That it's translucent, but it's just like if you remember the translucent blurple scales from Spyderco, it's just fancy plastic is what it is, and plastics can be incredibly durable.
Yeah, those Manix scales will be available at some point in the future. Don't
Eddie, Ultim machine's way nicer than aluminum. Aluminum's kind of sucks to machine. Aluminium. Aluminium, it balls up weird. It's kind of shitty. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. Like it machines okay, but it's
balls all over my milled.
Right. So everybody likes the Manix scales. Yeah. I like them too.
Get to getting, I guess.
Yeah. So these are specifically for the Manix 2 lightweight. These particular scales, I machined these. What was the material I machined these out of? I don't even remember. Rich light. These were made out of black rich light, which is kind of like paper micarta. And they're very, very cool. It almost kind of looks like marble carbon fiber. It's kind of hard to tell here, but yeah. They've got like some shinier specs in them, but they turned out really nice, and I'm pretty pumped on them. Action is great. It works with the
Sell it, Kyle. Don't throw
aftermarket ball cage kits that we sell.
Give it to a homeless child.
So unlike the AWTs that really struggle with fitting the ball cage, these do not. So that part's awesome.
I always knew you were a lady in the pants.
A lady in the pants?
Yeah, you said I'm transitioning from a Lucy to a Vincent. I'm translucent. Yeah, translucent.
Okay.
He's a woman.
That was a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, it was a stretch.
It was a stretch. But
now we know he has a vagina.
A vagine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cage your balls here. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Zach.
Does Rich Light absorb moisture like?
Not really. It's a little more dense than micarta, but in my experience, no, it does not absorb moisture. But that's really more depending on the type of micarta. Like paper micarta doesn't really absorb moisture like canvas micarta does. So you know, it really kind of depends on the material being used, but
yeah.
But Rich Light's pretty nice. I dig it.
You guys should go to our website and buy Leha little
toolkits.
Torx kits. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should do that. So you can have the best torque.
The ones that I use.
You can have the ones that will dad use.
Yeah. These right here. These are the best Torx drivers.
Just like him.
They're rubberized handles, and we have some on the website, and they're really nice. It's the only ones I use. I don't like changing bits. You know what I mean? I like to just grab the tool I need, and I like the length of the shaft here. Gotta have a longer shaft. You know what I'm saying?
Right size shaft for the job.
Yeah. And yeah. So
yeah. On that thing, great.
Viha Torx drivers. We got some on the website.
OCD4EDC.com.
Yep. Go get some. We appreciate it.
Indeed.
Support her and make her do some work.
I'm not very driven lately.
All right. Well, we should probably end this off. We've been going for almost 2 hours. Count them 1, 2.
Like I said, I need some nasal spray.
Yeah. All right. So let's get going. He has the VHA bits for his Leatherman.
Yeah,
great German engineering. Yes. Yes. Germans. Not a funny people, but a good engineering, logical thinking people.
And they have pizza vending machines just outside along the road.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to end this off. Thank you so much, guys, for coming and hanging out with us. Anything left you got to say? No. All right. We may or may not be live tomorrow evening. Don't know yet. We'll see. Maybe what we'll do is we'll just go live and we'll just watch the football game. And I'll just do a play-by-play of what's happening in the football game.
If we go live, the game will be on.
Yeah. Yep. So maybe I'll have the game on this screen over here. Something. I don't know. We'll see.
Or maybe we won't see you.
Or maybe we won't see you. That's right. Could go either way. Don't know. All right, guys. Thanks so much. We will catch you next time. We're out of here. Peace.
Okay, bye, be good.
Bye, be good?
Mm-hmm. Be good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make good choices.